What's up? What's up? What's up, world? You are in tune to a special edition of the Know It All podcast here on a July 4th weekend. And man, we are honored and we have the privilege of talking to my main man, KJ Adams, here at the Know It All podcast. What's up, KJ, man? How you doing?
Man, pretty good. Just enjoying 4th of July with y'all today.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, as always, you got your man Tate, Big Tate, and your man Big G in here with us, man. And we just wanted to rap with you and converse with you real quick about these recent NIL changes, man. I know that as a college athlete, just give us a little bit about yourself, KJ. Just talk to us a little bit about yourself.
I'm born and raised in Austin, Texas. Been playing basketball all my life. Been playing any sport all my life, really. Just got to Kansas this summer. Just excited for the next chapter of my life right now.
Yeah, and just so y'all know, KJ is being modest. Tate, go ahead and give him a rundown of KJ's stats here real quick.
Oh, man, I do my research, man. KJ was an Sports Illustrated All-American at Westlake High School, 5-star recruit, plays the power forward position, committed to the University of Kansas Jayhawks in November of 2020, coached by Bill Self. And side note, he also is a great lacrosse player.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like lacrosse, like that's crazy. Yeah. So, man, with this NIL and you going into this environment, this is brand new, man. It's never happened before. Tell me how you feel about it. Talk to me. Just tell me how you feel about going into a college environment, being able to make money off your name, image, and likeness.
Yeah, it's definitely a plus. It's a huge week or month in college right now, just in history, really. I see all my teammates already signing deals and stuff, but it could really turn into a negative path with people taking advantage of college athletes because some players that do not have a close-knit group with their family or anybody that they can trust, they can get persuaded easily because at the end of the day, I'm a 19-year-old, so I'm still kind of a kid. We haven't hit that milestone where I'm an adult yet.
Yeah, man, definitely. And you make some good points. We actually talked about this yesterday when we were talking about NIL and how it would affect the student athlete, and you hit it right on the head when we were talking about having a core of individuals around you to kind of support you in that whole thing. And teammates signing deals, that's crazy. It seemed like it happened on July 1st, like right away. So what do you think there could be some disadvantages for you as a student athlete or for anybody as a student athlete? You had mentioned that before, so just kind of talk and elaborate on those things.
I feel like just in a standpoint of like donating and giving stuff for kids, like in the games, I think less people will be signing stuff for kids that come to the games because that devalues your marketing. That's what we had a meeting about that before I left and came to Austin yesterday, and they were saying we might not even allow y'all to sign stuff for kids that come to the game and stuff. And like for charities and stuff, Kansas gives out a whole bunch of signed basketballs and stuff like that. And I don't think we're gonna be doing that as much this year. So for that, it's gonna be a minus for a lot of the kids that just love the game and just want to look up to people because it makes college basketball a business almost.
Wow. Wow. Tate, you have a question?
Man, I'm just, it's just interesting to hear this perspective from a young person and a current collegiate athlete. But I guess my question would be, being a high exposure athlete and a high school All-American, have you come into Lawrence, Kansas and been offered any kind of endorsements or branding deals with the local businesses or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got a lot of interest from two shops around town, but really nothing set in stone because there's a long process you got to do to go in and sit in these apps and letting NCAA know. But I've been hit with probably 5 or 6 deals overall. A lot of them are shoe companies, to be honest, because I'm a little bit of a sneakerhead. So a lot of them are coming from there. And to be honest, a lot of the stuff is coming from online stuff, not even just local shops, like a lot of online shops that are trying to get you to just promote them.
Right. using your social media accounts and stuff like that? Your
of course,
personal social media?
Yeah, mostly Instagram. Instagram's taking a huge pop right now because the more followers and public stuff they get, you just post on a quick story and they get probably 100 followers in like 10 seconds almost.
Right.
Wow. So give us a little nugget right here on the KnowItAllz podcast. What's your sneaker of choice? Brand of choice.
Oh, brand Jordan. That's easy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that. That's easy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, KJ 719, you know what I'm saying? Brand of choice.
I got them originals back there, the ones.
Okay.
Big G, you have a question for KJ before we let him go?
Yeah, one of the things we talked about yesterday on the podcast was, guys coming in together at a university or a school. And, we talked about like how the Fab Five came in together and whatnot, and what type of impact they would have had, going in with the NIL. But now you're coming into your class with the number 34 player, a center, a 6'10" kid out of Bell Acres, Kansas, and another kid named Bobby Petford that plays point guard, right? Mm-hmm. So you guys are coming in together as a team or as a crew. So, one of the things that I wanted to ask was, had you ever thought about coming together as teammates to market yourselves together to say, hey, look, we're the freshman class that's going to come in and do great things for our university, and then move, forward as a team to stay, close-knit after you guys get opportunities to go on and play, professional basketball?
Oh yeah, of course. That's already in the works. There's a lot of camps, like team camps we're about to do that you can make in a way so you can split it between who brings the most kids, who does this. So the pay cut is all justified by what you bring.
Right.
Right. So it's not equal. So even Coach Self said in the meeting, like, he pointed out the walk-ons. He said, you're not going to get even close to what the stars are going to get. And if you want to be a good teammate, you help with that by having these group chants. And you should not even be close to being mad or getting mad about you not getting the same pay cut, because you could be getting way less than this, because that's how really business works. So,
yes.
So if Coach Self, because I know a lot of coaches won't even tell you that. So if he didn't hear that, that just saves a lot of the hard life choices or life stuff that life's going to hit you, so you can know that sooner, so you're not expecting way more than you're about to get.
Yeah, man. I absolutely thank you for your time, KJ. And I know, we all got these family barbecues going on, and things that we attended. I just want to point out something you said, man. Listen, you always amaze me, man. You're an awesome young man. And then thinking about the kids is something that I don't think a lot of us, we didn't even explore that in our conversation yesterday, is that the kids who come to these games, who look up to these players and who've had, favorite players for a long time. I mean, you from Austin. We from Austin.
Yeah.
So we know how UT and the kids like gravitate to those games, and how that's going to affect and impact those young kids. Man, I can't get an autograph from my favorite player because it devalues his name, image, and likeness. That to me is surreal, and it's crazy. It's one of, I think, the negative things. And for you as a young man, being so young in the game, thinking about that, it's a testament to your character, and I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to this young man. I sat down and watched film on him. I didn't really know who he was and whatnot, man. And young man, you have an opportunity to do something really special, man. I watched your game, and you reminded me of a young Chris Webber, man, when I was watching him play.
Yeah, that's exactly what my dad says.
Yeah, you remind me a lot of a young Chris Webber, man. So you have
a jump shot, though.
Yeah, really.
with a jump shot, though.
Yeah.
Hey, make no mistake. He'll line you up and hit three in your face. He'll line you up in three. Hey, but look, I just want to say he's been a dog since I've been watching him since he was freshman in high school. Boy, been a dog. His
son, I played his son my freshman year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He played Dylan. He was him and Dylan know each other. Yeah, so man,
wonderful. Real well.
Yeah. Definitely. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it, man. And you have an excellent rest of your day. And, man, we're rooting for you this season. We're ready for you to show out. We're ready for you to show the world who you are, man.
Yes, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. You
Yeah,
be
thank
blessed.
you, man.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, man.
Good
Yeah.
one.
All right. So yeah, man. I mean, I think that's an interesting perspective that we didn't even.
He seems like a very nice, well-grounded young man.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely come from good stock. Good stock. You got good people. But that's like I said, that's a avenue that we didn't even think about, you guys, yesterday. That he hit, man. Like the kids, like wow, like these kids make that makes their day when you could go and get a signature from your favorite player from your favorite university.
Yeah, man, that's true. I remember when we was kids, Big G waiting in the tunnel at the Horseshoe to get Art Schleister's and Keith Byers autograph.
Yeah. Well, listen. The thing about it is that even when us playing as kids, we were fortunate, man, and we didn't realize the signs and the times of the guys we went to high school with and played college with, man, and people we were around. I remember growing up as a kid, with William White, as like my god brother, and being around him and having exposure at my senior year with playing a high school pickup basketball game in front of an audience of people with Chris Spillman and Chris Carter and Barry Sanders, and not realizing how big of these people were. And then to go to school with Greg Simpson, man, thinking like he's one of us. We grew up with him, and these guys were super athletes, man, super athletes, Played Jimmy Jackson in high school and went to high school with a guy named Richard Glover, and a lot of people don't know was a super athlete, So
you remember when Chris Carter played for Middletown, would come and give us the business in football and basketball.
Yeah. I remember Chris Carter. Was the first guy I ever seen dunk in a basketball game, high school.
Wow.
I remember he came down and he dunked on Bruce Andrews and William White, and I was like, whoa, seeing a guy dunking a basketball game, So,
well, we're not gonna stay before you long, but we definitely, while we're here, we want to go ahead and speak about an NBA preview. We have finally got a final. We've finally got a final. We're gonna have the Bucks versus the Suns. And real quick, you guys, who you got? That's what I want to talk about. Who you got, Tate? Tell us who you got, man.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a quick assessment of what I think the key matchups are. I'm gonna go with the Milwaukee Bucks, and I'll tell you why. It's hard for me to not root for Chris Paul. I mean, I kind of want to see Chris Paul get a championship, but I like Giannis too. So I think the key is if Giannis plays, and I think both their games was decided by 1 point this year. Phoenix won both. Giannis caught cramps at the end of the first one and had to go out in overtime, and the other one it came down to a 1 point game. I think the key to this finals is the Milwaukee Bucks defensive ability. I mean, Phoenix plays good defense. Monty Williams has been playing great defense. But I just think matching Drew Holiday up against Devin Booker and then putting Giannis on DeAndre Ayton is going to allow Milwaukee to kind of, seize control of this matchup. So
I think that's a fair assessment. Well, what do you think, G?
I got Phoenix in 6, man. I think Phoenix bench, man, is going to be the difference. Cam Johnson, Cam Payne, Sakic, those young kids, man, got grit and heart. But I really think that if they play the slowdown game with Milwaukee, they're in trouble. I think they got to run. But if they run, regardless, we're dealing with professional athletes, but Phoenix has a different gear. They have a different gear. And so I really like Phoenix in 6. But however, I will say this. If Middleton catches fire like he did the last 2 games, I don't think there's a team in the NBA that can beat Milwaukee. That Middleton guy, man, is his game has went from here to here. 23
Go ahead and smile, Ma. He went to Texas A&M. Go ahead and give us a green.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to give you a green. Listen,
hey, one thing I'll tell you. Go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
Here's my assessment before we all get out of here. I say Phoenix in 7. I do think it's going to be hard fought. Milwaukee is so streaky. And Chris Middleton just hit a streak. He hit a streak, and he carried him through on Atlanta. But the thing that was Milwaukee's Achilles heel is how Atlanta was very athletic, and Phoenix is just as athletic. And they run a little more. So that's why I think it's going to give Milwaukee problems. Other than that, man, I mean, you know, and Giannis ain't going to be back 100, you know what I mean, until probably like the second or third game, right? And I don't even know if we're going to have a 100% Giannis then. But, you know, like I said, when we're just thinking about this, Atlanta was just a lower level version of Phoenix. But, you know, Atlanta, Trae Young, the thing about Trae Young that's different from the general over here at Phoenix is that this guy knows when to turn it on as far as getting everybody else involved, and he can still go to the bucket and make things happen for his teammates. Not saying Trae Young can't do that. I'm just saying Trae Young isn't as potent, you know, my guy, number 3, CP3. All right. Hey, but look, we had this special version of the KnowItAllz, man. We really thank you guys for just tuning in with us, man, and getting it in with us for a couple of minutes. We're going to leave you back to your fourth. If you love our content, make sure you like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. And, of course, you can catch us live on Twitch and Facebook. Definitely, I'm for Mod, for Big G, for Tate. It's the KnowItAllz, and we out of here.